Welcome to Downtown Variety, take 9. Downtown Variety, MaMa and CultureHub's online performance series that brings MaMa's 1960s cafe aesthetic to a virtual platform straight to your home, linking performers and audiences in real time across distance. I am your host, Maddie Barber-Bachleman. I am yet again moving locations. I thought you deserved a world tour of my apartment. So I have humbly commandeered the living room, as much to my roommate's dismay. But here we are. I wonder where you are. Tonight we're experimenting using LiveLab, which is an experimental software that CultureHub is developing for networked collaboration between artists, audiences, and technologists. This is our first time being back after 2 weeks. How do you feel? I missed you. I missed Downtown Variety last week. You might be popping in for the first time and have no idea what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm talking about. We have been working together for 9 weeks to create this new show, this variety show that is entirely distributed. Our creative technologist, who is doing all of the switching and the live video effects, is in Queens. I'm in Brooklyn, and our artists tonight are coming to you live from Brooklyn, the East Village, Guatemala, with video artists joining from Colombia, Venezuela, and Los Angeles. But together in these virtual rooms in LiveLab, we are collaborating with artists every week to look for new ways to communicate and express. And we're looking for what's different about this venue, about working online, not just to use it as a substitute or until we can get back, but to really search for what its power is, and to see it as a unique opportunity. We've worked with close to 100 artists over the past 9 weeks, and the work goes on. This show feels very process-oriented to me because we just keep experimenting with new places, new people, new mediums, and new iterations of this software. And this week, yeah, we're pushing more into the unknown. And this week, our artists, their different themes start to emerge every week. And yeah, there's artists that are a lot more musically driven this week, or maybe more media driven. And they're folks who are working live with our technical team, live with their own at-home setups, and they're working really intentionally with the media as an exploration of how it can expand or show new moments of different stories. So yes, here we are. Yeah. First, we have a performance and a performer who has been in our world in the East Village for a while now, and we just got connected with him a couple of weeks ago through a Hunter's dance performance. So we're very, very excited to have our first performance for the evening, Alberto del Saz. Oof, Alberto del Saz taking us through the daylight to the evening. I feel like we just, leveled in a little bit. What a meditation. So Alberto is now moving around his home, getting ready to speak to me. I see him scampering around, which is very nice, and turning on the lights. And now I see Tito, and I think we want you to put on your headphones and unmute yourself. You're still muted.
Can you hear me?
You sound good. Sungmin, is it okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Hey.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Right, here we are together.
Yeah, we are together, very together. You are in my living room.
What a time, and you too are in my living room, alive and well. So what the heck? How did you do this? I saw this piece because you developed this piece for the Hunter College Dance Festival in the spring, because Tito is a member of the faculty there. And I was as a part of a dress rehearsal because we were doing the live streaming production on the piece. And the second that hand came up, I was like, wait, how is that? Is he on a ladder? Is he on a, So how? Tell us.
The whole thing started, my colleague, Mora Donahue, that, she's a member of MaMa, and she's also a faculty at Hunter College. Mm-hmm. And she was really the curator of the Hunter Dances Festival. And she asked me, you should do something. And I said, yeah, I would love to do something. But I always thought I wanted to bring the theatrical experience into the living room of the audience. So, I come from a background of a very, what we call the father of multimedia and dance, which was Alvin Nicolai, and he was very well known for the use of all these elements. So I learned from him that you could always take the most ordinary space and transform it into something extraordinary. So I said, let me see what I can do. So I had a flashlight and a projector, and that's it. That's all the technical requirements for the piece. Yeah.
So good. Wait, and show us, where were you actually sitting, or writing, or what?
This is my bedroom in here.
Yes.
So typically sitting on the edge of the bed.
Love it.
On the other side, I had the projectors. On that side is my projector and my flashlight.
Nice.
So, it's a very intimate space.
Mm-hmm.
But it really felt like I was in a theater, in a proscenium space. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I totally feel transported to a theatrical space, and I think it's because you transformed the space. Like to actually have the question of where am I, or where is he, is so exciting these days, because we're never asking ourselves where am I right now. It's the same.
And I think you can really transport yourself. I mean, this note is a matter of just how you put your mind into something, and then I could be anywhere in the world right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the making and unmaking of a space, and how, I don't know, the frustration, or just the like deep intimacy that we have with our personal spaces, of preparing it for our peaceful time and our bedtime, but then to also have to unmake those peaceful elements to create a performance scene. It's a strange disruption to experience, I feel like, as a person and as a performer.
Yeah, I think you go through all these emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sitting in my living room for 2 days with all these cables and cameras and computers, and then how you are able to remove that from your thinking.
Yes.
And put yourself in that place of like, I'm really transforming into something.
And you're in the East Village right now, yes?
Yes, I am on 9th Street and Avenue A, in the heart of the East Village.
Which is just where Ellen Stewart got her first theater space and started La Mama way back in the day.
Yeah, I heard that today, and that first started here.
I hear you have an Ellen story.
Yeah, I do have an Ellen story. Many, many, many years ago, I've been in New York since 1985, and I don't even remember what year, or she called me and says, listen, she called me on a Friday afternoon at 3:00 in the afternoon and said to me, listen, I hear that you're a very quick learner, and the main dancer from this piece that is premiering tonight broke his foot. Can you learn the piece? So actually I showed up, it's a couple of blocks away from me. I showed up, and in 3 hours I learned the whole evening, and then I performed for like 3 or 4 nights. And she was very grateful that I was able to do it. She made a big announcement at the beginning of the piece. It's like the only way.
That's the magic of show business too,
Totally, yeah. You're just ready to go.
Our experimental theater show business. That is.
Yes, indeed.
Sweet, Tito. I'm taken by you in your bedroom, and as I assume others have been before me.
Well, let's don't go there.
You said I could ask you anything.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. It was really. I'm a performer, so I love to be in situations where I can challenge myself.
Yeah.
How can I bring my game up?
Yeah.
So thank you for the opportunity. Yeah.
Great. Okay, everybody. Alberto del Saz.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Again.
Thank you.
All right. So now tonight we are showing you total of 6 live performances, but in addition, we're also showing you 3 short video works by artists from the Magnum Foundation, which is also a neighborhood organization on 4th Street. And each of these 3 projects were supported by the Magnum Foundation, which is a nonprofit that expands creativity and diversity in documentary photography. So they support photographers. Yes, that's how you say that. So these photographers have video works that we're sharing. So the first is from Arlene Mejorado, who is a photography and social justice fellow with Magnum, based in Los Angeles.
Haz de cuenta que tú llegas a una casa y y ellas tienen su fiesta, toda su gente que invitan ellas. Ellos lo que te contratan para que ellos divertirse. Y es lo que tiene que hacer uno, divertirlos.
La mayoría de las personas, muchas, no tienen acceso para ir a algún concierto de algún artista. Cuando hacen shows en fiestas, la gente se queda como que decir, oh, yo voy a ir a ver. Lo ven como si fueran los artistas de verdad y lo disfrutan.
México es muy feo la discriminación. Les ayudé a mis amigas a todas a que arreglaran papeles. Les enseñé cómo hicieran porque como yo arreglé así por asilo.
Y la policía pues andaba detrás de nosotros. Yo por eso me vine para acá porque mejor prefiero estar acá que allá que te maten.
Soy el que está manteniendo, mandando dinero. Pero pues la economía es muy baja ya. Solamente aquí puedo ayudar más a mi familia.
¡Ahí les grito a los hombres! ¡Les grito a las mujeres!
A mí me interesa mi raza. Somos latinos y siempre vamos a apoyar a los latinos.
Yo me fascina el show. Lo he vivido, porque a lo mejor es lo que me ha ayudado a separarme de todos mis traumas o relajos que traigo.
Hey, it's me. Sorry, I know that we don't usually do the phone call thing. Yeah, I wanted to, I just haven't seen you in a while, and I just thought that I could maybe play a song for you. I wrote a song for you, and I really want to play it for you. And I hope you like it. Cool. Okay. All right. Just hold on one second. Oh God, I hope it doesn't cut me off. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, stay. All right. Okay. I really hope it doesn't cut me off. Okay.
would you say if I told you I'm not the woman that you think I am? What would you say if I told you I'm not a woman at all? Am I late to my own party? I swore I saw my future staring right back out at me. Couldn't look past through the room, I couldn't let her leave. Not without me, not without me. What would you say if I told you I'm not the woman that you think I am? What would you say if I told you I'm not a woman at all? I'm convinced there's just one answer. Yeah, there's just one savior. Yeah, there's just one master key that I can use to open every door that's locked in front of me. You can't leave. I'll never let you leave. Not without me, not without me, not without me, not without me. Okay, cool. Man, I really hope I got the whole thing. Oh yes, awesome. Okay. Hey, cool. Yeah, so that's the whole thing. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. We have play practice after school. So yeah, I'll definitely see you tomorrow. Sorry. Yeah, maybe we can hang out afterward. We could go to the park or like Friendlies or like I don't know. I'll check with my dad and I'm sure he'll say yes. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you.
Okay. Bye.
LizdeLise. LizdeLise.
Hello, Maddie BB.
Hey. What a show from the, cobwebby heart of your, 15-year-old self?
Oh, roughly. Yeah, I'd say like maybe 15, 16.
Perfect.
Yeah.
With the eyeliner too.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel like quarantine has made me a beautiful mosaic of my 7-year-old self and my to-be 60-year-old self. And I don't know. I feel like that, there's no going anywhere.
Yes. I think there's a for many people with whom I've spoken, there is a simultaneous regression and progression happening it's happening in big and small ways all around us, and definitely within us. Yeah, I'm really, it's like, I keep having these urges, like in high school, I would always, I lived with my dad and I would always want to like escape to my mom's house. I was like, oh God, like, I just want to go to my mom's. Like,
yeah.
And that's now. Like I think I said that aloud yesterday. I said, I just want to go to my mom's house and watch Lord of the Rings. Like, what's happening? What's happening, Maddie?
You know better than me. Now I have flowers in my frame too.
Beautiful.
Thank you, LizdeLise.
Thank you.
See you soon. You're a rock star.
Bye.
Everyone should know her.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. All right. That's LizdeLise, everybody. LizdeLise is a fabulous musician and collaborates frequently with theater artists, dance artists, film artists, and those are some good people. We like those people. All righty. So next up, we have a repeat performer, and this is a very special repeat performer because this person performed on the first ever Downtown Variety. So this is very nice and exciting. I see Jerome Ellis here in the room. I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna unmute yourself. Unmuted, and now I'm gonna say next up is Jerome Ellis.
Hi, Maddie.
Hey.
Am I in the room? Here we go.
You're in the room, and now you are live.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. You got a little evening time story? I won't call it bedtime because we got plenty more to do, but maybe it's
yes, I do.
Literally, physically, bedtime.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, some people, I wish that I were going to sleep right after this. I like waking up really early.
You and I, we're different that way.
Yeah, I'm also a night owl. My ideal is like to sleep like 3 hours at night. Is like to go to bed at 3 and wake up at 6. That would be my ideal.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work that way. It's not gonna work. Yeah, my dad's ideal sleeping hours, he has said in the past, is 5 to 9 a.m. and p.m.
Whoa! Wow. Yeah. I'm on board with that.
I know, right? There is a 3 a.m. news show called World News Now that he really liked.
Sure, yeah.
You got something to say?
Yes. Yeah, I'll just leap right in, yeah?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm just going to read some recent writing. And it has... Oh, I should say for those who don't know that I speak with a stutter, and so if I stop speaking, most likely what's happening is that I'm stuttering, and it's not a problem with the internet or the platform. I say that just because it can lead to some uncertainties. So the epigraph is from the Roman writer the Roman writer Boethius. And the epigraph goes, eternity is the whole, simultaneous, and perfect possession of boundless life. That's the end of the epigraph. Every word is an answer. The syllables left hand encountered the depths, fell slow through the listening. The syllable told me to refuse it, to pour it back into itself. A sound of fire rising into day, a sound of water withdrawing into sound. Sagitaverat syllaba. The syllable had pierced the sound with an arrow. Every word is an answer. Every answer, an arrow. Every arrow, a river. Every river, a word. It became impossible for us to return to the abyss, the swinging spotlights, which made us try that much harder. My heart's father taught me to cuss. My heart's brother taught me percussion. Be still and let the fountain fill with patience. The fountain that plays all night while the syllables travel. I belong to you. You let the eagles lead me to the mountain in the music, the mountain of winter, the mountain that is home. They covered my black body with a black shawl. We belong to you. You let the eagles lead us to the mountain in the music, the mountain of winter, the mountain that is home. They covered our black bodies with. Then they left us to pursue the verbs all around us. The verbs smelled of cedar. The soul abides in a porphyry chamber. Where else could the soul abide? How long? Where do you come from? When are you leaving? How does it move? Breakfast is ready. Eggs fried in thyme oil. That's it.
Thank you, Jerome.
Thank you.
Eggs fried in thyme oil. Thyme, Thyme?
Yeah, Thyme, which I vacillated on that because when I say the word time, I actually say it thyme because that's how my mom says it.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like to respect her way of pronouncing it. But I did it here because
it works both ways.
Yeah. And people in America, they tend to pronounce it time. So I wanted to kind of, I kind of want to use both. So maybe in the next one I read, I'll say thyme.
Nice.
Yeah.
When did you start writing?
I think when I was 6th grade, thereabouts. And then I stopped for a while. I wrote maybe 6th, 7th, 8th grade, even 9th grade. And then I started playing music. And then I stopped writing and focused on music. And then I only started writing again, I mean, on and off in college, but there's definitely a hiatus.
What do you think brought you back?
I think when I went to music, I was like, oh, there are many things I can express here that I've been trying to express with words. And then after a certain point, I was like, oh, wait, but there's also things that words can express that I can't express in music. So let me go back and now I do both.
He's an individual of many talents.
Oh, thank you.
And we had you here on the first ever Downtown Variety, Take One, which was on March 20th, 2020, which feels like it was lifetimes ago, and it was 2 months ago. So, I mean, I just remember the first time we were working with you is mainly just, can we hold him in the same room for long enough with the internet connection? But today you're working a little more with a very subtle, you might have noticed a very subtle video effect. And so I'm wondering what you felt has been different and what's changed for you over the 2 months. I mean, I know everything and maybe nothing, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I wrote what I read in these 2 months. Yeah, definitely I did. So yeah, I mean, I'm on March 20th. To me, it was not clear, as it's still not clear, but it was, it was like, it was closer to the beginning of sheltering in place in quarantine, and I, was very unclear as to how long it would last. And I was in Connecticut, and I had brought some things with me, but I didn't bring like my saxophone. One, because I think it didn't fit in the car, but also I wasn't sure how long it would be. So I was like, oh, I'll leave my saxophone in Brooklyn. And then I came and got it a few weeks later, because then it was clear that it was going to be longer. But yeah, I mean, I feel, to me, what I read, it's like, it feels like when I read it, I feel so much like the feeling when you go into like a really big field and you feel like you can like your thoughts can sort of run and you have like room. Like I feel a lot of spaciousness in what I read, like within myself. And I think I've in this time I have felt certain kinds of spaciousnesses within myself that comes for me like from just like being home a lot.
Yeah.
I am sort of confined in the physical world, so then I try to find space in my interior world, which is something that I've been doing for many years, but it's felt different in this time. So just like the abyss and the arrows and the birds and all those things, they to me are, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the fields together.
Yeah.
All right, Jerome, thank you so much for coming back and being with us again. It's joy.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. All right. So now we have another video work thanks to Simone Salvo, who works at Magnum Foundation, who we've been working with over the past few years at CultureHub. And this one is by Juanita Escobar.
Después de tantos años de buscar insistentemente en este territorio, he comprendido que me ancla un remolino, que su movimiento me hace recorrer esta llanura, haciéndome sentir vuelta tras vuelta más cerca de su centro. El llano del Orinoco ha sido mi casa, mi estar, mi más profunda inquietud y querencia. Por su abismo plano me fui deslizando a lo largo de 8 años hasta llegar por fin a tocar las aguas del río que nombra una vastísima región en Colombia, la cuenca del Orinoco. Es una frontera que nos absorbe con la fuerza de un remolino gigante, una fuerza en espiral que nos arroja historias fragmentadas, que se van armando, se van contando, todas juntas, a veces desde el ahogo, otras desde la ilusión de emerger a la superficie y elevar un grito que resuene, que atraviese la lejanía. Desde esa maraña de río saco la cabeza para mirar el paisaje a ras de agua. Veo a Liz al filo del día, brillando con su voz y sus ojos como luciérnagas. No sé si duerme o está despierta, si es de la tierra, del aire o del agua. Con su ímpetu de aquí y de allá, aquí Colombia, allá Venezuela, sin saber cuál de los dos lados habitar. El río tiene 2 orillas, aunque los gobiernos solo reconozcan una. La historia de Liz es la historia de mucha gente, llena de raíces que flotan, que viajan, buscando de dónde agarrarse, a dónde seguir perteneciendo. A través de las mujeres y sus caminos de agua, he llegado a la vida de esta frontera, a sus grietas más profundas, a esos lugares donde sin tregua se han proyectado ambiciones y quimeras de un nuevo dorado, un espejo de tantas regiones periféricas en Colombia y en América Latina. Aquí se cree en la existencia de unos seres que viven en las profundidades de las aguas. Los llaman encantos del río o Mawari. Son una mezcla de escamas y piel, de bufido y canto, de mujer y río. Tienen una belleza tan extensa, quieta y vertiginosa como las aguas que habitan. Traen alimentos desde el fondo del río y quien los pruebe deja su vida para siempre en el misterio de la gran memoria líquida del Orinoco. Así estoy yo, envuelta en este río, con la ilusión de conocer sus secretos y llegar a tocar más de cerca la intimidad de su gente.
Okay, so next up we have two lovely artists joining us from Guatemala, and they're artists that we met through the Trojan Women Project, and we were lucky to meet and create the Trojan Women together in December in New York City. So without further ado, Víctor Martínez and Gabriela Corleto. Hey, Victor and Gabby. Yay! Wow.
Hi.
Hey. How's it going?
Good, very good. Thanks for being here, for having me here, having us.
Thank you for being here. This is I think, it's our first time in Guatemala on Downtown Variety. So this is very exciting. What's going on for you guys in your life presently?
Well, as most of the rest of the world, we are now in quarantine. Well, it's a little bit weird quarantine, but we are.
Yeah.
And well, that's why we did this piece of music, which is called Inside. And it's more about for us to be inside, for all the people to be inside our homes. And so that's something that we wanted to express, how we feel about all this thing going on.
Yeah, and that's why the collaboration happened with the video artist, with our creative technologist Sungmin. So just to sort of share what went on is Victor and Gabby did this piece for us. They just sat there and played it and told us the story of the desire to be outside, to imagine yourself outside, and then to realize that you really are stuck inside. And so, we brought in a short video that was sort of affected, and then that was overlaid with their video, and then the final sort of effect that was happening was an audio reactive effect. So it was something that was reacting to the sounds that Victor and Gabby were making. So when you would use those really, really cool instruments that sound like the wind or birds, there was this other layer of reaction happening, which was so cool.
Yeah. We wanted. I wanted to use these instruments representing the outside. Yes.
Yeah. And we have a little visitor.
Yeah. It's Ariana.
Hey.
Actually, when I'm doing like creative things, I always ask her what she thinks.
Yeah.
Because I think kids are the most creative minds.
Yeah.
So when I was telling her about this piece, and I asked her, what would you think about doing a piece about being inside and the home and everything? And she was like, you know what? The music for the virus has to be like really bad and ugly and spooky. But the house, it's like an oasis.
Ah.
And I was like, oh wow. So that's why we end up like with this calm and
smooths out
this quiet thing.
Yeah, yes. Sort of like what Jerome was talking about, about just actually, even though you're confined to a space, finding a lot of space in the mind and sort of spirit. It's great. All right, Victor and Gabby, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Gabriela. All righty. I'll see you guys someday.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. All right. So now we have, very exciting, a piece. Oh, John, can you hear me? He gave me the thumbs up. That means we are stunning and good to go. I've got asparagus getting cooked now in my kitchen, and Jon Kinzel will cook up something else. So here we go. This next performance is by Jon Kinzel. Hello, Jon Kinzel.
Hey.
Hey. Got your hands all clean now? Clean with that, what is it, Mylar? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Very good, very good. Now that we've cleaned ourselves up. Hey there. How are you?
Where's the camera?
Yeah, beautiful, perfect, ideal.
Very good, thanks. Welcome to my room.
Thank you. What you got going on there?
In the background, there's a large drawing. Other than that, it's, Mylar and noisy boxes.
Nice.
Thanks for having me at this event.
Thank you so much for being a part of it. So this performance, some of the work that you showed tonight, I am under the impression that it was made for a real performance. Well, this not that this isn't a real performance, but you know what I mean. A performance that we thought would happen in a physical space with physical audience.
But I do have shows in my apartment all the time, right?
Oh yeah. How do you have shows in your apartment all the time?
No, the show was meant to be for roulette. It was going to be that I was working towards in a shared program with Vicky Schick.
Nice.
And unfortunately I canceled, but they're going to reschedule, so that's great. Although we have no idea when theaters obviously are going to reopen, so it's great that La Mama has been putting the tech piece together for the programming there, because a lot of theaters don't have that.
What's it been like for you creating a piece built for this venue?
this venue, my room.
Yeah.
I cleaned and rehearsed and adapted material to this sort of space, and then inevitably the issue of making something for a frame and the camera was something, but there's a lot more thinking on one's feet to put different pieces together for 5. Yeah, but it was nice to have that sort of strange sense of online backstage, which is a curious thing, and the nerves of performing in that. And I'm almost at the end of a 2-week quarantine because I'm having to take care of some folks, and so we've been inside. Me and my partner have been inside for 2 weeks now, so it's been a kind of a nice way to add to the insanity to make something insane. And so a lot of indoor space, but very healthy and doing well.
Good.
Yeah, so I'll tune in and look at what else is happening on the variety show.
Love it. And I love that you mentioned
I'm not backstage.
Yeah, the backstage. It's such a funny thing we have going on here. The way we have figured out how to route people from being in Live Lab, but in a different room. So yeah, we have this funny little backstage room that Deandra, our lead technician, is hanging out with all the artists before and after their performances in. It's a new realm. All right, Jon Kinzel.
I'm gonna go grab a drink at the bar in the lobby. All right.
Perfect. See you there.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I just want to say that we're working with Live Lab, this experimental interface for web-based collaboration that we started developing in 2015 because we have so many friends and colleagues and families around the world that have a place in our heart and in our venues. And we feel like they have a place in our venues and our performances, even if they can't physically travel here or have to quarantine. So yeah, with this conundrum of travel and not being able to go places, Live Lab feels really, really necessary. And that's an exciting thing to be working with. So here we are exploring live performance. And yes, everything you're seeing here, except for these 3 video works, one of which you are about to see, the final one, everything's live. Even there's a couple video layers that are put on that are pre-recorded, but everything that's happening, all the editing, all the cutting is live. None of this is predetermined. So I'm saying this because we have a performance coming up that you might say to yourself, how are they doing that live? But it is. Okay, so first, before that performance, we have our final video work from Fabiola Ferrero, and it's called, it's part of a much bigger project that is called I Can't Hear the Birds.
Venezuela is not a country anymore, but a state of mind. It's the memory of what our home once was. Because of the political and economic crisis, 5 million people have fled Venezuela. My friends and family are no exception. But I stayed behind.
Uy, qué bello va a terminar, mira. Falto yo nada más. Yo te firmo. Y se acabó, mira.
Debo estar lejos, porque no oigo los pájaros. Me ha extraviado la tarde en su vacío. He recorrido esta ciudad de voces extranjeras, solo para advertir cuánto dependo de sus cantos. y cómo sus silbos, gota a gota, se mezclan en mi sangre. Debo estar lejos, o los pájaros habrán enmudecido, tal vez adrede. Para que su silencio me regrese y mis pasos remonten las piedras en esta larga calle, hasta que vuelva a oírlos en el viento y el migratorio corazón se me adormezca debajo de sus alas.
You're essential. You are essential. You are essential. Maybe it's gonna be early. I like that statement. You don't like it at all. That's a question. I know plenty of truckers. Under circumstance. We're going and we're watching it, and we're gonna be able to contain. It's about summer. It's summer. Late in the summer. I once mentioned degrees of light. Very much. It's a suggestion. It's gonna last. It's gonna last for a long time. A long time. Totally into that world. It's gonna last a long time. It's pretty powerful light. It hasn't been checked, but we're gonna test it. It hasn't been checked, but we're gonna test it. Hasn't been checked, but we're gonna test it. It hasn't been checked, but we're gonna test it. You're gonna test that too. That's right. You're gonna see the thing. Yeah, it's so there. In a minute. 1 minute. We're gonna do something. Injection. It's almost a cleaning. It's an injection. It'll be interesting to check. You can check it. Sounds interesting to me. Sounds interesting. It's pretty bad. You see, people are gonna know. This is gonna be just like, there's gonna be some point you won't know. Until we feel we've gotten good. Until we see where we're going. At a certain point, We're gonna be able to contain. And when you see this, we're talking about summer. Maybe this is the reason. Maybe it goes early. Maybe it goes early. I don't like it at all. 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 They're very beautiful people. The demons in his life. What strategy here? What strategy? Gets in the lungs. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Sounds. You're a real rock star. There's no doubt about that.
Hi, Jim and Lucas. All right, Lucas can't hear me, but here we are. Jim, can you hear me? Hey, Jim.
Yeah. Hey, Lucas, can you kill the feed?
Killed.
Lucas, kill the feed. He can't hear me.
Well, it's all good. What's up, Jim?
Kill the feed.
Kill the
I've got this fucking asshole in my ear.
I've got a few of those too.
And they're saying, fucking get them to stop. The triangles are here. The triangles are here.
Oh my God. Why is Billy saying Maddie to me in the chat? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. What's going on? What sort of, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
I don't know. I guess
that was fun.
I guess that it's because okay. I guess that was pretty rad. You've got a voice, you've got a face. Lucas has tapes and hands, and
yeah,
that's what you need.
And I've got magic. Lucas has control of what's going into my ear.
Tell us how.
So we have a separate channel on Jitsi where Lucas his tape decks are controlling sound files of anonymous assholes. Basically sound files. His tape decks, as well as controlling the sound he's making, they're controlling the sound files that feed my ear, and all of the textual language is controlled by Lucas, and it's iterative, and he's basically mixing me. So he's
like live mixing you.
Yeah, he's got different tracks. He can basically loop me, or he can do anything. He can move anywhere through those tracks. So he's not just making the sound, he's actually controlling what's coming into my ear and controlling what I'm saying.
Wow. So does that make your job exceptionally easy or exceptionally difficult, or both?
It's totally easy.
Yeah.
Lucas is, it's all Lucas.
I can't hear anybody. I can't hear vocals from anybody. Nothing that we checked. The situation was just completely different than when we checked all of the checking.
But it fucking
I'm
worked
gonna go
great,
in the bathroom
Lucas.
and
yeah,
stick my
he's
head
going
in
to the
fucking
bathroom. I don't. Yeah, for some reason his situation. You're good. You're good.
It's amazing, Lucas. We heard
You're
what you
good.
said. It's
I'll
great.
hold down the fort.
It's amazing.
Piles of tapes. Piles of tapes.
Piles of tapes. Piles of tapes.
Piles of tapes. Anyway, that's sort of what's happening.
Yeah, pretty wild. And that it all happened live. This is, none of that was pre-recorded, or none of the editing was pre-recorded either. I mean, there's that video layer of the triangles, but aside from that Sungmin brought in, but it's all happening right here, baby.
Yeah, this is a project that we've been working on for a while, and have had many different iterations. Back when people could be in the room together,
I remember that.
It was a live performance, and it's all dealing. It's basically a Burroughs project, taking Burroughs' cut up and trying to turn it into like a weaponized contemporary form. I think that's it. I don't know.
I think that's
what do you want to know? What do they want to know? Nobody wants.
What do the people want to know? Well, where are you? Where are you in the world?
I'm in Brooklyn. So is Lucas. I'm in a basement in Bed-Stuy. He's in his studio in his house.
Oh, isn't he in Queens though? I think.
Is he in Queens?
I think he's in Queens. But
he moves around a lot,
Yeah, we won't let him speak for himself either.
Yeah, he's. Yeah, he can't hear us, so he doesn't know what we're saying.
All right, Jim.
He says word.
He says word. That's all he wants to say. Oh, I mean, this is sort of like a role reversal, where first in the performance he was feeding you everything that you could say, and now we have to interpret his silence and his movements and his chat features potentially.
Yeah, he's like a world-class athlete who really doesn't want to talk about his performance.
All right, and now I hear him sort of like I don't know, making a fuss I think
he's gonna take back over if you don't let him go.
All right, let's get out of here quick then. Get out of that basement.
Thanks, CultureHub.
Hey, thank you, Jim Findlay and G. Lucas Crane and Mallory Catlett and Keith Skretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Rock on.
Forever.
All righty. That's our show. Okay, and I didn't get a chance to speak directly about these earrings that I'm wearing, which are made by Verna Estes, and I might reveal to you two women who are doing a puzzle behind me, and my top, which is also done by Verna, Champion Puff Sleeves. You'll be seeing more of her. Okay, that's the show. June 5th. 2020 is the next time that Downtown Variety will be live again, and it will be a special day because it is the 10th iteration of Downtown Variety on June 5th, which feels like reason enough to celebrate. Celebrating the resilience of our community, the interconnectedness, the liveness, the rigor, but also we are working really hard to make Live Lab publicly available so that anyone in the world can use it to create performances or education exchanges. You tell us what's possible, because beginning on June 5th, we will have a beta version of Live Lab, and beta means not quite finished. It means we need you, we need people to join us and work in this manner and try out this path and push it to see where else it could take us. So please join us on June 5th. And yeah, it's a joy to be here. Thank you all so much. I'm Maddie. Oh, and we have original music by Jon King every week. Just wanted to say that. Jon King, we love you. Okay, that's the night. Thank you so much. See you in 2 weeks.